KCTV5 investigators have uncovered shocking new information that shows just who is being targeted by extreme property assessment increases in Jackson County.
Here's investigative reporter Angie Raccono.
The numbers don't lie. The people targeted with the highest property taxes in the latest assessment are the poor. If you are Black or speak Spanish, odds are you were absolutely nailed. This does not appear to be an accident. In fact, it looks incredibly deliberate. You've heard a lot about property taxes. Homeowners have seen values jump sky high.
We, the people, have got something to say about this.
An extra $6,000 a year in taxes.
I realized that the whole process was fundamentally flawed.
It's a county at war with its own residents who have been here for decades.
As we've investigated your complaints, we connected with data expert Preston Smith. He helped us integrate all sorts of information and databases. He also has access to county records. This week, we decided to get boring and search for properties which increased 14.9%. Here's why. We know state law requires a physical inspection if any property increases in value above 15%. Jackson County argues they can physically inspect pictures. But we wondered if they hedged their bets and if there was a favorite number out there. 14.9% is the highest assessment increase you can slap on a home with minimal effort, and there really is no debate. The best way to explain what we found is to look around that number. So here you go. There are hundreds of homes that had an increase in value above and below that 0.1%. Now check out 14.9%. This scale won't work. We have to zoom out, way out, and out again because for whatever reason, 14.9% is the favorite number Jackson County hit 74,311 times.
They deliberately did that, no? Or, I mean, they're wrong in doing this, no? I mean, 14.9 at 74,000? I mean, come on.
George Medina is a realtor.
I just can't even believe that number.
It's true. In fact, 14.9% is the favorite number 28% of the time on all residential properties. That's right. Jackson County increased property values by 14.9%, 28% of the time. So you might want to check your assessment.
They magically hit this specific number 28% of the time. What do you think?
And not in low-income neighborhoods. I mean, that's scary. That's not right.
Not right, because assessments are supposed to reflect market value and take into consideration if you updated a bathroom or finished a rec room.
Their focus is accurate values.
Jackson County even released a cartoon explaining how precise and careful they are to get to the correct value.
When you see your home's assessed value, you can rest assured that the number has not been drawn out of a hat.
But it's hard to ignore there is a favorite number. Check out this map. What you see in red is the 14.9% changes. What is more striking is where you don't see that favorite number. It's virtually missing right in the middle, a 50 square mile block. You can almost draw a perfect line based on major roadways. Follow the line along Independence Avenue and 24 Highway. Turn east and head down Blue Ridge Cutoff. Swing along 435 to the Triangle. Then 85th Street to the south. Troost is to the west.
It's not in your neighborhoods.
Yeah, I kind of figured out we took a poll in one of our meetings, and we started from 200% up to 1,000%, all in the same room, all these individuals from the west side area. How that happens, we don't know.
How much did yours go up?
450%. There's something wrong there.
There's hardly any 14.9% in that square 50-mile section. We also noticed something else. There are a significant number of homes that jump by more than 50%. Let's add that in yellow to the same map. There is a higher concentration of yellow in that same zone. Data is tough to ignore.
That seems result-oriented, and that would seem to be inappropriate.
Somebody had a magical pencil.
The implications are obvious. Demographically, this means Black people, Hispanics, and poor people across Jackson County are twice as likely to have seen the higher increases because the favorite 14.9% assessment increase was concentrated elsewhere. The homeowners we spoke with say this demographic generally struggles with access to computers. They likely don't know state law as well as their suburban neighbors. Bottom line, it's tougher for them to fight a high assessment.
Assessment shouldn't be done on a result-oriented basis. Assessment should be done by looking at what are the tangible factors that go into a value of a house. It shouldn't be based on saying there's a 15% cap, so we're going to go as high up under that cap as we possibly can, and then go out into low-income neighborhoods and just do 200, 300%.
I can't say native, but I mean, some of this stuff is embarrassing. I mean, this is a total mess. They need to start over. I just shake my head. I can't even believe this.
The ball is in Frank White's court. And all of Jackson County is looking to him to, yes, go ahead and grab it. This would be the biggest golden glove he ever saw.
Frank White is actually doubling down and saying he opposes any compromises to cap values. He's standing by this controversial assessment. By the way, we contacted the county to ask if they could explain how they kept hitting that 14.9% over and over 74,000 times and only in certain sections. We have not had a response. Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.
Here's a look at the plan that Frank White is opposing. It would cap property tax increases based on your current assessment. So if your assessed value went up more than 200%, your property tax bill would only go up 14%. You can see the complete breakdown on your screen. The Board of Equalization will consider the plan during tomorrow's meeting.